Hi guys, Vivian's here, postcard from Cebu. I love
The
you.
fastest internet in the world is in the Philippines. Not. Not even close. The impetus for this video came from Frank Tai, T-A-I, hope I'm pronouncing that right. Frank wrote in the comments, Ken, I like your videos, they're informative. Can you please do a segment on IT stuff? He's assuming because I work for a high-tech company that I would know something about that. You'll be the judge of that. He wants to know what's the internet like in Cebu. Is internet service reliable? And what networks did he have? Are they running 3G, etc.? And I made mention of the price of laptops and PCs. I've actually not priced those in the internet or in the Philippines, but he has heard that they're a little more expensive in the Philippines than they are, say, here in the States. I'm guessing that's where where he's living. So on the internet is pathetic in the Philippines, actually, although it's getting better, and there's good reason for it. There are two main companies that control everything there. PLDT, which is Philippine Long Distance Telephone Company, and they operate a bunch of different companies. I don't use them, but I think they Sun and there's another company that they use, different names that they operate under. And then the second one is Globe Telecom, which is the telecom provider that I use. And Vivian and I have it at our house in Minglanilla as well. We have a landline with a DSL connection. Yes, I did say DSL. I understand that there are slowly rolling out some fiber connections and things like that, but you've really got to be pretty close to the city for that. The fiber is becoming a little more available. One of the things you got to remember about the Philippines, it's a land of 7,107 islands. A lot of them are very small, and so there's not a lot of old copper connectivity going from one place to another, and especially any cables that got to go undersea or whatever. It's just a very difficult thing for Filipinos to be able to put that infrastructure together. The advent of wireless mobile technology has helped a lot, and so one of the issues that has been plaguing the Philippines is the issue of internet peering, IP peering between the two companies. The good news is that I understand, I just read an article dated June 16th that PLDT and Globe have agreed on IP peering, which means basically that if the other network has a faster route to that particular server that you're wanting to connect to, then they'll pass it over to the other network, and the other network will take it from there. That way you're not bogged down being stuck on, if you're just on Globe's network and you're sitting there waiting for to make a connection to a website or something, and PLDT is not as busy, then Globe can pass that over to PLDT. They were fighting over charging what they charge for each other, but apparently they've come to an agreement, and I think that's a good thing. It's interesting, there was an article in the paper, I forget which one, Phil Post or somebody, about the internet oftentimes has to be either routed through Hong Kong or Singapore because the Philippines lacks the infrastructure. So I got this little chart, and if anybody wants this, wants to see this chart, send me a private message and give me your email address, and I'll email this picture to you. But notice that Philippines is next to the bottom of the list. It's Indonesia, India, and then the Philippines, with an average internet speed of 2.8 megabits per second. 2.8. That ain't a lot. South Korea at the very top at 23.6. Okay, 23.6 megabits per second. And this is from the first quarter of 2015. Now, I suspect that's going to improve some, especially now that they're doing some IP sharing. But as long as they have to continue to route their traffic either to Indonesia or Hong Kong, there's still going to be a few bottlenecks along the way. Now, a lot of guys, especially guys on the forum, have been talking about using wireless routers. And what that means is you get a Wi-Fi router that actually is a cell phone. It has a SIM card in it. And you buy a data plan from, say, Globe or whoever your cell phone provider is. They're actually, what the reports I'm hearing is that it's faster. So they can use the wireless network to put their laptop computer connected via Wi-Fi through this wireless router and connect to the mobile network, and then route their data that way. And they're achieving a few better, some better speeds. So right now, Philippines does have 3G and 4G. 3G, this is I'm going to show you a map, a coverage map of 3G wireless. This is all Globe Telecom because, like I said, that's who I use. This is Manila. This is Cebu City. So in Cebu City, there's pretty extensive coverage, and it looks like the coverage just runs along the coastal road down through Manila and Naga, down to Karkar, that kind of stuff. So if you're fairly close to the coastal road, you'll be okay, even with using a wireless router. Now, some guys also, they make antennas for wireless routers that you can position so that you're pointed directly at a cell site, a cell tower, and you'll get better connectivity that way as well. All in all, though, it's pretty bad. And if you saw the video about when Vivian and I were at Alta Cebu Resort, I mean, that was pathetic. Things go down there quite a bit. The power goes down, and when it does, usually the internet goes with it. This is 4G LTE, and I have circled Manila. We're right on the very edge of it. If I were trying to get 4G speeds, I would certainly use an external antenna with the router to be able to get 4G speeds. Once again, DSL is available. I don't know about wireless. I haven't asked that. Generally speaking, and this is this graph of internet speeds in general. Okay, and South Korea has the fastest. Yeah. Okay, oh, I'm sorry, this is LTE coverage. Okay, so South Korea has the best. Philippines, once again, down at the bottom of the list. Philippines didn't even make the list. So anyway, that's what I've been able to track down for you regarding internet. It's pretty common joke among expats. Almost all of them are complaining about, oh my God, the internet. So I can tell you this, back in January when I was there, Vivian and I were staying in an apartment. It was the month that we were getting married, and we were uploading YouTube videos, and it got to the point where I would start to upload at night and go to bed and then let it upload overnight, and then in the morning it would be done. So that's how slow it can be. As far as electronics and buying electronics there, I have a Samsung J5 cell phone. This is it, which is actually a very nice cell phone. I like it. because in the Philippines, you're basically going to buy an unlocked cell phone and put a SIM card in it from your provider. The cool thing about this is dual. It takes two. It can accommodate two SIM cards, and in SIM slot number one, I have my U.S. number on. I'm with T-Mobile, and I have my U.S. number on that. And then I have my Philippine number, which makes it a lot easier for my family in the Philippines to contact me, text me, call me, whatever, in the second SIM card slot. So I actually bought this at Robinson's Mall back in January, I think also. At Robinson's Mall in Cebu City, it was around 11,000 pesos, which is 200 and some odd bucks, 240 bucks, something like that. So I don't know if that's more or less expensive, because it's very difficult to find these unlocked models in the department stores here in the U.S. Normally you would go to the cell phone store for whatever carrier you were you're working with, and purchase the phone from them. So they kind of have the market cornered there. You may obviously you can probably go online, Amazon and places like that, and buy these kinds of phones as well. I suspect the J5 is an older model. I don't know what Samsung's at the 7 right now, Galaxy S7 or something like that. Anyway, so there you have it. That's my take on internet in the Philippines. Feel free to, especially if you know more about it, or if you're somebody that's living there in the Philippines, share your experiences with us in the comments section below. As always, up there, guys, that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you join us. And feel free to leave comments in the comments section below, especially if you're more knowledgeable on this subject. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.